Okay, sorry it took me a while. I had to, I'm actually at work and I had to work. So, okay, so we're going to do the you, them, you, and as a couple. So you're the Taurus, they're the Virgo. You know, obviously, astrologically, that's a really good match. Two earth signs usually make a pretty good match. You being the cardinal earth sign, and then your partner being the mutable. Usually the Virgos are the ones that give in before the Taurus. So that's just a little something I know because I'm personally a Virgo. Just wanted to shuffle a little bit. I could have done this off camera, but I always like to kind of do it in the energy, you know. A card flew out, so I'm going to take that as a clarifier. I'm going to cut the deck in 3, and you can kind of see how I'm going to read the energies, and you can see which pile resonates more. So we have the Hierophant reversed. We have the Knight of Swords that kept wanting to come out, and the Tower for the both of you. So first off, the Hierophant reversed. So the Hierophant reversed is the card of... Actually, it is the card of Taurus. Ha ha ha. Okay, card of Taurus. So you're already showing up in your own spread. And it's basically the Pope. So reversed, your wisdom is going to come from within, and you don't need external approval for success. But also, the Hierophant usually signifies to me a soulmate connection. Bottom of the deck of the Hierophant, yeah, we have the Five of Swords reversed. So we do have a little bit of conflict or fighting, possibly. But that's on the way out. So there's a message here to apologize, ask for forgiveness, make amends, so that you can move on to more fertile ground for new ideas and to kind of get back on the same page. Okay, so that's kind of what that's saying. And I feel like this is your energy because you're coming out in your own spread as the Hierophant. So this is kind of what this is saying to me. Okay, with this 5, that you've had the conflict. Now is time to kind of move on. Say your sorries, do your whatever you need to do. And I even get this message that even if it wasn't your fault, so there might have been just a misunderstanding, okay? Because that 5 of Swords in reverse is kind of about misunderstandings, about conflict. It's also about inner conflict, but I feel, since this is a couples reading, I feel that it's more about a conflict. But this Hierophant is you showing up in your spread. Maybe kind of feeling, you know, it's a spiritual connection, but not knowing how to keep it going, or not knowing how to make sure that it is lasting. This is a major arcana. So as we move forward, we'll see. So that's so moving on to the other energy, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. So the Knight of Swords, as you can see, is a kind of a fast-moving pony. This other person possibly could be younger. If not younger, then maybe just not have as much life experience as you, showing up as a knight. So the Knight of Swords is somebody who's ambitious and diving head first. Can be somewhat impulsive or forced, okay? So, but somebody who is a confident communicator, well-educated, but impulsive at the same time. So there's a little bit of immaturity here. But at the bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the card of abundance, and it's the card of Virgo. So she is showing, or your partner, I shouldn't assume it's she, but your partner showing up in the spread too is the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so somebody who's very headstrong but very communicative, which Virgos tend to be communicative if you give them a chance. A lot of times we have to mull it over and think about it, whatever, but this is a kind of an impulsive, immature energy, not necessarily bad, it's youthful, but wanting this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, wanting this abundance, wanting this, you know, maybe even to start a family, or at least join your family, or whatever that means to you. So really positive energy so far. Outcome is the Tower, which the Tower is about knocking something down and rebuilding it. Okay? Knocking something down and rebuilding it. The Tower can be a scary card. I'm actually going to use the clarifier for this. It is the card of Mars, which is obviously the god of war. And it's, it's a heavy energy, can be. So what you thought were solid foundations are crashing around you. Destruction and chaos are rampant. Know that these events are happening for you, not to you. So new opportunities and new paradigms are emerging. So a lot of times, Tower moments happen in relationships. Okay. There's a shakeup. There's an argument. There's a breakup. But then it's like things shift and that person realizes how they really felt about you, that whatever the case is, right? Bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Cups. So love coming back in, okay, after this Tower moment. The Three of Cups represents Cancer. So we are coming up on Cancer season. So it could be possible reconciliation the end of June, or at least a shoring up of the current situation. So the Three of Cups is about celebrating your closest friends and families, collaborate with others, and inspire each other. Okay, but it's going to take this first, which I feel this is a current energy. All right, it's going to take this first before we can get to this Three of Cups. So this card flew out. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so the Queen of Swords obviously is an upgrade from the Knight, right? So first she comes in as a Knight. Your significant other, rather, comes in as a Knight now. She or he, which I'm assuming is she, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is coming in as a queen. Reverse, though. So she is afraid. Part of the problem here is that she's feeling like others are dominating her. She's showing weakness, even though inside she's very strong. And that's what happens with Virgos, is that we just wear the heart. But she's letting her emotions get the better of her. So her message is to reconnect with her inner strength, to get kind of through this Tower moment and any kind of arguments, to get back to this. Because, this is what she really wants inside. And maybe she's afraid to tell you, or maybe it's just not the right time, or whatever. Sorry, I'm not always the best with pronouns, so if I'm wrong about the pronoun, I don't mean any disrespect. But she has both of this energy, so outwardly she or he is the Knight of Swords, just rushing in impulsive, like wearing the heart on the sleeve. But internally, there's this Queen of Swords energy, which is kind of feeling dominated a little bit and maybe not being heard. So that would be my message, is make sure that, you're open communication, because this Five of Swords is about conflict and arguing, but I do show that that's on the way out, but there's just a little bit of time that you have to wait. I want to pull a couple romance angels and see if I can get further clarification on this. I'll turn my fan on, it's hot. All right, well, I guess the universe doesn't want to talk to me. I didn't necessarily want to pick them myself. I wanted the universe for me to pick them for you. Let me just try shuffling it this way and see what happens. Kind of like redistribute that energy. Lord. Okay, there we go. Finally, new love. Exactly. After this Tower moment, new love. A new person or a renewal from your same person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay, so I don't feel it's a new love. I feel that it's a redesign after this Tower moment, a coming back together. Okay. Of, the Three Cups. Yeah, and you got the Temperance card too, which is about patience. But if you look, this angel's holding the Two of Cups, which is the soulmate. But you got to be patient. It's got to be patience. And there has to be not only patience, but patience with yourself, patience with each other, patience to let this work. After this, I don't know if you guys have a temporary break, or if you were talking about a break, or if you had some kind of stellar argument. I don't know. Okay, another one. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, these are both, new love and romantic feelings. These are both strong cards. And not every single card in the deck is great. It's not like one of these decks where everything's positive. So I hope this helps. If you do need any further clarification, just reach out to me. Let me know. I do think it's pretty clear cut, but there is some work that has to be done. Your partner definitely is just crying out to be heard. Maybe can't get the words, maybe can't articulate the feelings. But definitely wants this happy ending. So as the Hierophant, you're showing up as this high priest, the Pope. And I feel like there's a lot on you to really change the course of the relationship. Okay. And again, if you guys are kind of in the middle of a break, or if you're in the middle of arguing or whatever, which I do show some conflict, and you obviously have the Tower, it's about rebuilding. So Malkav, I hope that helped. I'm going to upload this to you now. I'm sorry I didn't get out to you before you went into work, but I'm going to get this out to you now.